you're also watching us from, because we get a lot of people from different parts of the country. Sometimes, didn't we get somebody internationally once? We felt super special. Yeah. So obviously for all the people in other parts of the country, we're going to get to Holly's forecast for, let's make it local though, because we know we do have a lot of people.
I'm not going to go to Australia for this one.
No, don't do the Melbourne forecast.
We are definitely looking at the same thing. I feel like a broken record. I was saying it on the show earlier today, and it is going to be another mixed cloud, sun, and chances for showers and thunderstorms. And some of you will see more rain than others. It's the kind of day where you can still be outside like the past several, but just have to have the backup plan. And I also want to mention, before I go, that we witnessed the solar eclipse on the air today, which was super cool. And if you did miss it, it is streaming at wkyc.com. So we got the whole thing captured there. So that was really neat to see too. Yeah. And the pattern finally breaks as we get into the weekend, guys, similar tomorrow, but then Saturday into Sunday looking much drier.
All right.
I have to shout out this guy in Lakewood. He just offered up some solar eclipse glasses. That was so cool. So I can look
Holly,
it up.
I don't know if you saw that was Jasmine was doing.
Yeah. My thing is, it's so funny. Lakewood is such a nice community. I don't know why. Like, they need to be on a billboard or something for Cleveland, because they're just so friendly.
I know.
It's
they
scary.
are. They are. I know. And Jasmine, your story this morning centered in Lakewood and some kindness happening there.
Yes. So as we continue to celebrate Pride Month, there's a new LGBTQ plus store. It is for transgenders. It's for everyone. You know, honestly, it's not just for that community. They started this because they felt, a lot of transgenders felt like when they go inside the stores, they're looked at funny, they're followed, they're asked to leave, they can't get dressed in the dressing room. So Margie's Closet, it's right on the corner of West 17th Street in Lakewood. They just opened their doors last week, and it's pretty much like if you think of a Plato's Closet or an Avalon Exchange. It's thrifted clothes, but they make sure they take top-notch thrifted clothes. Nothing against Goodwill, but nothing that is like a throwaway. If you're looking to throw clothes away, that's not the store for you. This is more so gently used, gently worn clothes for transgender men and women. He, they, she, just making sure that they're comfortable in their clothes. When you're going out for a job interview, oftentimes they don't have the right fitting clothes. And sometimes families don't support their children or their friends who are transgender. So they end up being homeless and they don't have clothes. So this is a place that they can come and feel safe and shop and just have a good time. And also I want to mention that they're taking donations and they're looking for volunteers too. So this is all nonprofit. So it's really a really good thing for its perfect community. Like I said before, Lakewood is so friendly and very welcoming.
Yeah, and the area where it popped up, West 117th, right on the border of Cleveland, Lakewood. I mean, that has always been a very inclusive community when you look back at the history of Lakewood. So it's in the perfect spot to reach exactly who they need. And Jasmine, as we take a look at the past year and everybody's been talking about, taking a look at your own privilege. I think that was one of the things that popped out to me as I was listening to your story. And it's like, this is something I didn't really think about. I mean, we have the privilege of walking into a store, picking something up and walking into a dressing room that we feel is appropriate for us, but not everybody feels that way. And I never really thought about it until seeing your story on Margie's Closet this morning.
Yeah, it was definitely an eye opener, I would say, just going inside, listening to the story. They also tell people, they suggest you, if you have questions, if you are worried about, there's a transgender at your job or your school and you don't want to offend them, you can come there. They can have those conversations, teach you what you should be saying, what you should be doing, what you should be staying away from. The better informed you are, the more it's a better place to live, honestly.
Yeah, I loved it. All right, check it out online. Jasmine has to run and do a story pretty soon.
Bye.
Austin, just you and me again, buddy.
What's up? Holding the fort down, Mom.
This is it. This is where it's at. Sorry, Jasmine, you're gonna miss out on the
Jasmine, we'll see you later. Bye, Jasmine. All right, bye, Jasmine. See ya. Yep.
So I had to come in and get these scissors. I'm talking about Topiary tomorrow. So
Topiary, come on over to my house. I have a couple that have got a lot of good
Mo. No, seriously, he's gonna come up and do some work. So I do need a yard. So we'll talk later though.
Text me. I
All
bought some really fancy ones.
Okay. So
Yeah.
What is topiary? What does that mean?
Oh, Austin.
Austin,
What does that
Come
mean?
on, you're a fancy.
What does it
pants.
mean?
No, it's like, you know, when bushes and
Bushes.
shrubs are
Or
shaped in certain ways.
spiral.
Yeah,
Oh.
like I bought some really expensive spiraled ones. I got some from Mark's. They have
When
them.
you
It's my
see-
top secret.
That's topiary art right there. When you see bushes that look
Really?
styled.
Just hemmed bushes?
See, mine are a
That's
little bit.
topiary?
Mine are a little
I
bit.
think you're being a little liberal with that
I
word.
I bought some
No, that's
twisty
it.
ones.
Trimming hedges.
I
No,
bought the
that's
twisty
it.
ones.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
spiral.
you've seen
and-
them, Austin.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Now that you said, I didn't know that there was a word associated with it. I thought it was just like fancy
You're
hedges.
informed.
It's called
See?
topiary.
What?
Topiary.
Topiary.
Topiary. You never heard about this?
No.
So there's
Nope.
a new show on Discovery Plus, and you can go.
Didn't
check
you have
it
to
out.
leave? Like, what's going
I
on
do.
here?
I do. I'm going to go cut somebody's.
It was the
yard.
moment when Maureen and I were like, "Hey, like it's the party again."
Hey, now we're
Jasmine."
gonna have
We
fun.
started getting a little
Jasmine's like,
FOMO,
I know.
and
I was like,
Jasmine
wait a second.
apparently
Bye,
canceled
guys.
all of her plans after the rest
No,
of the
I
day.
didn't. I'm gonna be.
Topiary
stuck
can
on
wait.
90. Yes. Bye.
Bushes aren't going anywhere.
Yeah. All right. Shout out
apparently I'm
Topiary. I
gonna
learned
get-
something new today.
I know. Apparently, I'm going to get some free gardening out of this.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Hey, Canton McKinley. This situation, it just keeps going back and forth, and we've been covering this story every day. And you have the
Yeah.
latest. I mean, this is about the. I have to imagine it's the majority of, if not the whole, football staff, coaching staff, that
Yeah.
got fired.
I don't know how many people were on staff, but it's a pretty significant amount if it's not the entire staff. So the head football coach, he was fired, Marcus Watley, and then 6 of his assistants, and they were fired for punishing a student who missed a practice and punished him in the way where he had to eat pizza with pepperoni on it. The problem here comes is that the student, the player, against his religion, because it's against his religion to eat pork, and either they knew this or they didn't know at some point. They didn't. So there's a huge war of words going on right now. And now the head coach started pushing back a little bit earlier this week. He had a press conference with his attorney on Tuesday. And then yesterday, the superintendent of the Canton City School District came out basically saying that they stand by the decision to fire him. So yeah, just a huge war of words that is taking place right now. And as if, I guess, this story it just increasingly gets more and more, I don't know if heated is the right word here, Maureen, but there's just new ripples, I feel like, every day to it. So yesterday, Jeff Talbert, the superintendent, came out with a video response. I think it was about 4 or 5 minutes long, saying that the district did nothing wrong when it voted to dismiss Watley and 6 of his assistants for that alleged act that they made that football player do. And the superintendent just simply stressing that the district has been nothing but open and honest about this investigation. So currently, Watley, 6 assistants have been fired. But Watley, who's been on the staff of the football, he's been the head football coach for the past 2 years for the Bulldogs. He's technically still employed within the district, and he's a academic liaison. And he, along with 3 other of those assistants who were employed at the school as well, are going to find out their employment status in the coming days, their non-football employment status in the coming days. So we're going to keep you up to date on that. But really, it's become this he said, she said,
Right.
this and that, back and forth between head coach, superintendent, attorneys involved. And, obviously we have more on this on our website, wkyc.com, that goes into more depth, and you can see the full video responses from both sides. But it's a complicated issue. It's a tough issue, and we're going to see how it all plays out.
Yeah. And I mean, Watley's attorney and he are also saying, and it was a point made the other day that we've been covering, that there was no video, or the video didn't have sound. When they went back, the district looked at the video of what was happening when they made that student eat the pizza. His argument was, well, there's no sound. You don't know what I said to that kid.
Yeah.
But then that's why the superintendent said, wait a second, we've done our research. So it is a lot of back and forth over he said, in this case, he said about what's happening. So, and overall, I feel for that student too, who's now at this.
Just to be caught in the middle of this.
Yeah, because, we all remember high school, who, as a classmate, who it's centered around. So I just hope that student is doing okay, and that this issue gets cleared up soon.
Yeah, I mean, this can have such an impact on students, and especially now that it's become this media thing as well, and especially with Canton being kind of the center of the football world, where the Hall of Fame's there, so football is just huge there. You know, you have to feel for that student and everyone involved, and hopefully this gets cleared up, but I think it's going to be a process.
Yeah, Canton McKinley has always had a great football program.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of their games over the years. Seen a lot of them. All right. Well, keep the comments coming. Again, if you're just joining us on the On the Go post show this week, I'm filling in for Danielle. She's really good about hopping in the comments and giving people shout outs. I don't have the same setup that she does, so we will hop in there later. But of course, you can always have the discussion going with the other viewers that are watching, and we're going to be back here tomorrow. So thanks so much for tuning in. Keep the conversation going. We'll see you.
Be at Progressive tomorrow.
What? You're going to be at Progressive? What do you? Yeah. Oh, for the full capacity?
Full capacity.
Oh, good. Well, I'm just hoping to get some sleep and not, you know, I'm on the show by myself with Holly. I'm just hoping to make it through. So.
Oh yeah. Where's Dave? You just took the day off. What the heck, Dave? Come on.
Where is he? No, we're all Dave, talking, and maybe people at home are going through the same thing. Like we've all had insomnia this week. Have you had trouble, Austin? As you're trying to click off?
No, no, not really. No
insomnia problems.
I went to bed last night at 6:15, but I woke up at 9 and was just like wide awake, so it kind of backfired on me. But
all right. Well, hopefully we all get sleep, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.
Sleep is cool. It's important.
Right.
For sure.
It's